Welcome to the Raging Takes podcast with your hosts, Brian Dixon, Kai Zabo, and Dylan Peters.
All right, what's up, you turkeys? A little bit of a different episode today. This is episode 146 of the Raging Takes podcast. I'm Brian. Kai's here. Dylan's here. Just going to kind of have like a random little free swim episode, okay? We're just going to kind of chit-chat, see where it takes us. We'll get into our normal off-season content, I think, starting next week. A little trivia thing, but for right now, we're just going to kind of kick it here. Talk some stuff out. Some might be about football. Some might be about other sports. Some might be about just life in general, pop culture.
Other things, questions, getting to know us. Things that you might not hear elsewhere from us unless you were with us in person. So this is actually a little glimpse into the lives of what it might be like to go with us to a Korean barbecue.
Wow, wouldn't that be fun?
It would be fun.
Wouldn't that be eventful?
It would be very eventful.
Yeah, we went to Korean barbecue a few days ago on Monday for my birthday. I just turned 33 this week. Pretty fun. I love Korean barbecue. That's one of the more fun experiences you can have going out to eat, I think. It's not for everybody, because I'm sure a lot of people don't want to like cook their own food. I think that's kind of like a weird foreign concept, but not like
at a restaurant.
Foreign concept. Yeah, like a foreign concept at a restaurant.
I mean, even if you don't like cooking food, though, the whole point of it is you go with a group. You know, you have like someone in the group that likes doing that, and you know, it's kind of like it's a social thing on top of eating high quality meat.
Yeah. Yes, and where we sat was a perfect, because we were literally like an arm's length from where they were prepping everything. So they were just giving it to us straight away. And I remember I ate too much and I laughed a pretty good amount too. I choked on a beer. I think at least once. We spilled a bunch of beer. That was a party foul.
We didn't. Kai did. Kai spilled a bunch of beer.
Very much beer.
I did not.
He tried to pretend like he didn't. He's like, no, it's fine. He was just going to eat on that wet table.
The biggest puddle I've ever seen on a table without it going off the edges.
This is a tiny morsel. You guys are exaggerating a little bit.
To avoid embarrassment, Kai was just going to eat around just puddle of beer on his table.
He was trying to wait it out for about 10 minutes, and then he was going to ask for napkins. He was going to let enough time get it between now and then.
I had my priorities straight. I wanted to eat.
Dude, next time I'm just going to look at the person and go. They're going to be like, do you want anything? I'll be like, let me ask you something. Every single time you think in your head, does that table want anything? Ring up some bulgogi.
There you go.
True.
That's an easy question to me.
And they're like, no, you have to put in the tablet. Like, no, I don't. You have to bring me bulgogi whenever I look like I'm still hungry.
That was actually my first time where I had to order from a tablet. Yeah, that was kind of interesting.
God, that place is going to shit, isn't it?
I don't think so. It's a pretty popular place.
Just busy, I think.
You got to go in there with a plan. You got to go in there with a person that's going to cook. You got to go in there with a person that's going to order.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to go in there with people that are just going to, create conversations. Everybody's got to have a role.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Yeah, usually I'm not the cooker. It's too much pressure for me. Like, I like cooking, but I don't want to cook in front of an audience. I like to cook by myself. So I don't know. I'm not an expert at meat cooking. So I'm like, I'll just let Dylan and Kai do this thing.
I felt very disrespected, though. I know it was like a polite thing to do, but they took all of our glaze off of our cooktop. I was like, there's going to be one more round of cooking on that.
I mean, that's what they do. So it's easier to clean at the end of the night.
They don't want to smoke it up in there too, because I was about to smoke it.
Yeah. No, but I agree with you. The glaze is the best part. You get all the meats.
Yeah. It was so good, dude. And I would definitely be going back. I know that little section has so many of those restaurants too. So
yeah, It's pricey, but it's worth it. You just got to make sure you get your money's worth.
I have a question that I think since this morning, since we've been thinking of things to talk about, whatever.
Sure.
I ask a lot of people this, and people don't actually know this about me, but I'm very interested in what superpower you would choose to have. Just wake up tomorrow morning and just have a full-fledged, like maximum power superpower to do anything. What would you actually choose? It would stick with you for the rest of your life. What do you think you could tolerate? What do you think you could kind of like live with?
In terms of like practicality, I think just like being able to like transport places would be kind of cool.
That's what I was gonna say too.
Like
Yeah.
teleport places. Yeah.
Teleport, flying, yeah, anything that like gets you to places faster, in and out.
Flying's a little scarier though. You know, like teleport, I just go, you know what? I want to go to Korean barbecue with Kai. Boom, I'm already there. I can leave a minute before meeting time, and boom, there.
Yeah, you could rob a bank, in and out.
Of course, Kai has to go to crime.
Theoretically,
you'd be a super villain immediately. You get bit by a radioactive spider, you'd be Venom, not Spider-Man. You'd be just going
like super strength would put a target on your back.
Yeah.
Flying, I think, would put a target on your back. I think teleportation's the safest one. If you're going to transportation.
Invisibility, like controlled invisibility would be pretty cool too, I guess.
What about mind reading? Another good one.
Ooh.
Controlled mind reading. Because if you're just listening to people's thoughts constantly, that would drive you fucking crazy.
Like if you could zone in on somebody and know all their thoughts, that'd be cool. I think the power I saw in like an X-Men movie where there was like a mutant that could touch you and just persuade you of anything. And they did that to Wolverine, dude. And I was like, oh shit, that's pretty powerful. That's pretty powerful. But you'd have to make contact. So
that's kind of like going down the villain era, though, a little bit too. Yeah.
I think mine would be conjuration. Now, hear me out. Anything you want, there. Anything you need is there.
That is true.
A car, you can make it appear. Conjuration is making things appear out of nowhere. And if I could do that at a boundless, limitless amount, you could keep it very subtle. But I could have a PS5, if you know what I mean.
There's a character in Invincible that can do that, basically, and she's a pretty good character. Yeah, that's a good one. I think that's basically like magic. You just conjure up whatever you want.
What about the hottest, freshest pizza, the best pizza you've ever had in your life? I can make it with my mind magic.
What about telekinesis? Sorry, Brian.
You're okay. Telekinesis is, I mean, is that
people? Is that what that is?
That's where you can lift things with your mind.
Telekinesis. What about starting fires with my mind?
That's
a little villainous, yeah.
My favorite superpower of all time was always like Spider-Man's spider sense. I don't think I would pick that as if I could only have one superpower, but I always thought that was kind of cool. You always, like, if someone's about to fucking hit you, you just fucking leap out of the way. I think that's cool.
Live?
You'd kind of be a paranoid person the rest of your life.
How long does he live? I don't think he's like immortal or anything like that. He probably lives a normal human age, maybe a little bit older.
Would you take just the Spidey? You wouldn't take the Spider-Man powers, is that? But the Spidey.
He's got a lot of powers. He's got a lot of powers though. So it's like if I can only have one. Yeah. I mean, obviously being able to like jump high and like crawl on walls, I think would be cool, but
he also has the super strength. I know people don't like to say it, but Spider-Man has some of the best super strength you could ever imagine of any superhero. And we don't talk about it enough.
We don't.
Let's just, dude, he stopped a train with webs, bro.
He did, dude. Making the ugliest face you've ever seen. The Tobey Maguire face.
It was good, dude. And I think conjuration. I would love to have Magneto's powers to control and bend like metals, whatever metals he can control. But that would get you in trouble.
Well, Magneto's kind of like a mix of like telekinesis and like transmutation, like altering the elements of certain things and then being able to manipulate them. Yeah, that's like a mix of the two.
Dude, he could rip Wolverine's skeleton out of his body if he wanted to.
That's pretty nuts.
He never did. He's like, I don't ever have to worry about this. This will never happen. Like I could just explode his body from the inside.
Yeah. But what do we all think? I think all three of us sound like we kind of like teleportation. That's like a very strong first.
For sure.
Like conjuration.
It's the most practical. Dude. It's the most practical in my opinion.
I don't know, dude. Like if I wanted a hot cheeseburger right now, I could just have it. You could teleport there and wait, but I could just have it.
So speaking of superpowers, me and Kai have been playing Marvel Rivals lately. The new phenomenon. Kind of like trying to convince Dylan to play. It's not really his style of game, but we're trying to get him to play. I don't know if he's going to. It's okay if he doesn't, but
I think
Kai, what
player?
It's
a free game.
What player do you think? do you think Dylan would be best at? Let's break this down.
Now listen, let's look back in my history of gaming, okay? Am I the best shooter? No, I'm not the best gun, okay? So we have to think about that. So I'm either going to have a different role than that, or I'm going to have to be a bruiser.
I think a tank.
Tank for
sure.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, so...
Like, can I grab people and shake them instead of trying to shoot at them?
Absolutely. Yeah,
well, yeah,
Hulk.
That's better.
Yeah, you could play Hulk in that game. Yeah.
Hulk, Thor, maybe something like that, where you're just going out there and just hitting motherfuckers.
With a hammer.
Yeah, or...
That's actually my dream.
Captain America, maybe even, too. He's a little bit more defensive than those two, but... still
he's
more
also
offensive than, like, I would say Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
I would say he's also somewhat passive aggressive.
Captain America?
A little bit.
Explain.
Just some of the things and the lines he's had in the movies. He just ends up being like he becomes more of like an opinionated, snide, like defensive type personality, in my opinion. Like, he's very stubborn. So that comes with a lot of personality traits, and I like that. Like, he's just always chirping, you know?
He is a very impactful character in the video game as well. Yeah. But yeah, it's I think you would also appreciate the teamwork aspect of the game as well. Like, you can't win it by yourself. Like, it takes a full team working together to win the game, yeah.
That actually sounds like it would be a nightmare, because a lot of people don't play like that.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Yeah, nail on the head.
Yeah, it's like a straight coin flip whether you're going to get good teammates or not. And it's like, if you have one good teammate, you have the whole good team. It's like, it's not, you're not going to have two good ones and one bad one, or two bad ones and one good one. It's either going to be like you have 4 bad teammates or you have 4 really good teammates, and you're going to win or lose based off that. It's the roulette that comes with playing that game is very all over the fucking place, to be honest with you. But me and Kai, we're tank mains too, so one of us might have to switch off for you.
I mean, I could play support as well. Yeah,
I'm starting to think that I could be a damage guy in disguise, dude. I popped off with Squirrel Girl last night. I know that's probably one of the easier characters to play, but man, I'm sitting there doing like fucking geography while I'm fucking shooting. I got an A in geography. I did cheat, but I did get an A in geography. I'm just saying, so I'm very good at math. And you know, I'm just playing the angles the entire time, dude. It's fun.
I got the high ground, and then they try it, and then you're like, and now you're a robot.
Yeah, send a fucking scroll stampede at their asses.
Oh, dude, talk about squirrels. Squirrels can be scary.
They are.
I love squirrels. They're not scary.
No, to each other. To each other.
They're big enough.
Oh, okay.
Listen, they're big enough animals to where if 5 of them came at you, you'd be like, "Oh, fucked." If they got to you, 5 of them.
5?
Yeah, 5 squirrels would fuck you up, dude.
I think I would murder 5 squirrels, dude.
They're too fast. There'd be too many of them. They're too smart, dude.
They are kind of scary. Yeah, no lie.
And they bite hard, dude.
Yeah, even
I don't
to
know
each
if
other.
I believe this. To each other, I believe. To each other, I believe. But
no, like during mating season, like the males, when they fight over the females, they do like some crazy stuff, like including like throwing each other off of trees, eating their genitals, stuff like that.
Oh my god,
man! I'm telling you about squirrels, dude. What? They're vicious.
They are,
and
vicious.
They're big enough. The big squirrels, dude. If 5 big squirrels came at you, your day's over. Your day is over. You're not doing anything else that day. You're gonna go straight home and shower if you even get home. Okay.
Your chances
I
of
go to
getting
the
killed
hospital for a rabies shot after I kick their ass, but
you will. Yeah. Hey, your chances of getting killed by a horde of squirrels is not impossible. Ever. Yeah.
You fucked that line. You just George Bush that line.
I did. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, we once can't get fooled again.
It's never 0.
Yeah, that's
it's
what
never
it is.
0. Yeah, that's the one I was.
Thinking.
Thank you. Yeah.
I wish Vegas had squirrels, to be honest with you. That's like the one animal.
Chipmunks.
They're up in Mount Charleston.
Those squirrels are up in Mount Charleston?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's actually kind of cool.
Squirrels and rabbits up there. Yeah.
There's rabbits down here even, but squirrels are fucking awesome. Whenever I go to Michigan, the squirrels just running rampant all over the fucking place. They're awesome.
That's what it was whenever I was in Tennessee, dude. They had like the classic red squirrels, like the big red squirrels. And I was just like,
red squirrels?
Yeah, dude. Big ass
like
brownish red squirrels. Yeah, they're shiny. It's basically the squirrel shiny version, you know. They were pretty cool though. Like, and they just would eat like acorns that fell off trees. They would just scavenge the floor. And I'm like, damn, that's a big ass squirrel.
What I guess we just talked about Pokemon for a second. What would your guys' personal 6-man Pokemon rotation be? I know Dylan has thought about this before. I don't know about
many times, dude. The original, just the original 151. Are we talking about the first ones?
I say we just keep it simple, because I would have to really think.
Let's do 250 if you want, because I like second gen too. The second gen was good. If you want, you can keep it first if you want to. You can keep it at first gen if you want to.
For this?
We'll just go last. I can come up with a 6-man team.
I think I can too.
So if I was going to be starting a team now, knowing what I know now, I'd have to choose like someone.
It doesn't have to be like the 6th best. It doesn't have to be like the 6th best.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I'm thinking my first partner. Honestly, if I was starting out, I would choose an Eevee.
Okay.
Because I want to gain trust with this Eevee. I want a little companion. I want my closest Pokemon to be the one that I'm best friends with. And I want to start out with man's best friend in a dog.
Okay.
But I would evolve that Eevee according to the first two, right? Mm-hmm. I'm thinking to myself, what do I want? Who's my partner? Probably not Jolteon. A little bit too much energy for me. Electricity scares me. Okay. I'm gonna go with Umbreon.
Okay, Umbreon's a good one.
I want a dark, skulky tank dog with just hanging out and just looking at shit in the shadows. You know, I want that. I want that in my life. So I'd start out with Umbreon.
Okay.
Just as my partner. All right. From there, what do I need? Utility, right? I need to fly. I need to fly a lot. I'd start out with Dratini. Give me a Dratini. I want a Dragonite.
Dragonites can fly, right? Okay.
Big time.
They have little baby wings, right?
Dude, they could circle the Earth 7 times in a day.
Okay. That's
what it says in the Pokédex. That's what it says in the Pokédex. I remember reading that and I was like, that's super fast. Yeah, so Umbreon, Dragonite. That'd be my first two. Go ahead.
I'm writing mine down. I have 3 right now. So I love Arcanine. So I think if I'm allowed, I don't know the Pokemon rule. I assume if you're allowed an Eevee, I could be allowed a Growlithe as my starter. I would like a Growlithe.
You can choose anything you want, dude.
No legendaries.
I'd say no legendaries.
Yeah. Sure, no legendaries. Mm-hmm. So I would probably start off with a Growlithe. Get that up to an Arcanine. You have a big fire dog. That's awesome.
They can run super fast.
Yeah, and you can fucking just climb on top of that dude, ride to the store, ride back. Fucking 10-minute trip, dude. Tops.
And also just slay anything that comes at you because it's Arcanine.
You obviously, I feel like you need a water type.
Mm-hmm. Always.
Blastoise is just like the common one. I'm not going to go Blastoise. I'll go Gyarados. Can Gyarados fly as well?
It can.
So I can
in the lore, in the manga, and in the lore, and in the shows, it could fly.
But not in the games.
Not in the games.
Right? You can't
I don't think it could learn fly.
So I have Gyarados. I might add a flying type too. I'm not sure. We'll see. I have Gyarados for swimming, maybe for flying. And then psychic type are just I assume would be very useful to have. Obviously, the go-to would be Alakazam. I'm not going to do Alakazam either. I'm a Hypno guy. I like Hypno. Hypno's the evolved one, right? Drowsy's the lower one. Hypno's the evolved one. I like Hypno a lot. I had a Pokemon run with I think Soul Silver maybe, where I caught a Drowsy like early on, and I had a Hypno for a while, and Hypno was fun as shit, dude. Underrated Pokemon. So those are my 3 I have so far: Arcanine, Hypno, and Gyarados.
That's pretty good, dude. That's an ace trainer team for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kai, what were you thinking, bud?
What's your starter, Guy?
For my starter, it's going to have to be my most favorite. It's going to be Gengar.
Gengar's a good one.
Gotta get me a ghost.
So you can start off with a Ghastly. Your first Pokemon experience is just a ghost living in your house with you.
Yeah, why not?
A little ghost ball.
Yeah, why not?
A little Ghastly ghost ball.
And then for my second one, I think I'm just going to tackle 2 in 1 here and go Kabutops, rock and water.
Nice.
Is Kabutops?
He evolves from Kabuto. Yeah, he evolves from that little fossil.
So does that count as legendary or not?
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. It's just a fossil Pokemon.
He is a pretty strong one, but he's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one with the
Kabutops, dude. That's diabolical. You're a diabolical trainer, dude.
Is that the one that has like the points or like the scythes on its
Yeah,
hands?
yeah. Not
Okay.
not Scyther, but yeah,
Not Scyther. Oh,
yeah.
Scyther's a good one too, though. Scyther would be a good one. I'll tell you the ones that I would not take under any circumstances in real life. Muck. That motherfucker stinks. You know he does. Smells like straight up garbage. And Wheezing. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That just sounds like a terror.
I'm gonna stay away from Mr. Mime and Jinx too. Just creepy.
They're a little creepy.
Weird, creepy Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A little creepy. Since we allowed 250, I feel like I gotta like find like a 250er in there, but I'm struggling thinking of somebody that I would want. What's that electrical lamb?
Mareep.
Mareep. What does it evolve to? It looks kind of like
Ampharos. It's like a electrical dragon.
Ampharos?
Ampharos, yeah.
I'm taking Ampharos, brother. I like Ampharos, dude. He looks like kind of like a smaller electric Dragonite almost. Like they're not even close to the same thing, but he's like standing up on two legs. He's probably like 5'2", I guess, something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be pretty intimidating to bring an Ampharos into a fight with you.
I'm not gonna lie, I have to look a lot of these up. I'm so rusty.
I like Ampharos.
Let me see the stats on Ampharos right now.
Okay.
To tell you. Ampharos would be, let me see. He's a really good Pokemon too. I've always loved Ampharos. 4'7", 135 pounds.
Okay, that's not bad.
Okay.
4'7".
So
another one that I like, I'm not going to pick though, is Tyranitar. That's a really good 250er. Tyranitar is pretty cool.
Yeah. So to pick my water Pokemon, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go by, I guess, just who's probably got the best utility and it's just like the most peaceful and kind. I'm going to take a Lapras.
I thought about
because that gives me water and ice, and just gives me really good ocean coverage. It's really comfortable, really big Pokemon, you could ride it. So that gives me Umbreon, Dragonite, and Lapras. And after this, it's going to get very interesting because these are all wild cards. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take a chance on a Pokemon here. So I don't know if I'd be able to train something like it, or if it would be too much for me.
Okay.
But I'm gonna take Rhydon.
Oh, okay. Rhydon's good.
Because I know that they're very rambunctious and they like to cause a lot of destruction. And that's kind of anti what I'm going for, Dragonite and Lapras. So I need a land monster. I need a guy that's just going to fucking come in and be a tank on land.
Okay. I like that. I'm not gonna go Machamp because I don't want a Pokemon that could steal my girlfriend. Machop is banned from my team. Trying to look through this list here. I thought maybe I could do it all off the top of my head. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna look to make sure I didn't forget somebody. Would Ditto be a good one?
I don't think Ditto would be a very good one. It would just transform into other Pokemon, I guess it would be cool.
I feel like I need like a smaller one, just in case.
Pokemon, huh?
Just in case, but I don't know which one. I guess I could pick a different EV evolution.
You could. I think it's nice to have a companion like that, like a little chill companion.
And one that's not going to evolve to be a big monster.
Yeah. Flareon keeps you warm. Espeon has psychic powers, but you already chose psychic. Hypno. So,
another one that's banned from my household, Voltorb and Electrode. You cannot trust those guys. Absolutely not.
Explode. Yeah,
my house will just blow up in the middle of the night because I had a bad dream or something. Onyx is a good one, but he's too big. I feel I just don't want too many big boys. Having an Onyx and a Gyarados. Although if you got into a fight and you just pull out an Onyx and a Gyarados, that's intimidating as fuck.
Yeah, there's two big Pokemon. So Kai, what do you have so far?
I have Gengar and Kabutops. And then I already know my next choice for sure. I would do
What do you
All right,
guys
let's
have
hear it.
choices?
I would do a Rapidash.
Rapidash is
fire
a good
horse, dude.
one.
Yeah, good. And land travel. Yep, very practical.
Very fast. Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah. I think for my next one, just for a little bit of chaos in the lineup, I'd do a Primeape.
Oh,
shit.
that will cause
Yeah.
some chaos for sure.
And
Did you know that-
he's a scrappy guy. You know, he's got that linebacker build. You know.
Dude.
True.
So here's the lore of Primeape. Now, like in the old Pokédex, it said that Primeape could get so mad that it passes away, dies.
Mhm.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
that said the old Pokédex, right? So now they've made it to where if you use a certain move enough times and then faint, you will evolve into like it's like a ghost fighting type Primeape, and
really?
it's his ghost. Yeah, he's dead.
When
'Cause
did
he
they
got
put
mad
that in?
enough. Like the last generation.
Oh, geez.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm actually. Is that Sword and Shield? Is that the latest one?
No,
the
it's
latest
Scarlet
one?
and Violet,
Scarlet and Violet.
and
I
then
think
Legends
that's on, like,
Arceus or whatever.
I played that one. That one's fun.
That's next. They're coming out with the new Legends here soon.
Oh, cool. I'll play that. I'm gonna borrow. I think it's Scarlet or what did you say? Scarlet or Violet? I think it's
I
Scarlet
have
or
that.
Violet from Smitty. I asked Smitty the other day if he would let me borrow, and
Yeah.
he said yes. So I'm gonna get
That's
in a
good.
new generation Pokemon. It's kind of why this was on my mind here.
All right.
What was your next one there, Kai?
So I had 4 so far. I guess I could just round up my last 2 real quick.
I thought you didn't tell us your last one, but
You said Primeape,
Primeape.
and Rapidash.
Rapidash. But I would do a Snorlax.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Snorlax is fucking
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
And then you know what? Just for utility, let's go with a Porygon.
Porygon
Technology.
utility.
I mean,
Okay, I like that.
technology-wise, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's my 6.
So that's Gengar.
Porygon,
Porygon,
Kabutops, Rapidash, Primeape, and Snorlax. And you only have 4, right, Dylan? Or did I miss one?
Yeah, I took.
I have Umbreon, Dragonite, Lapras, and Rhydon for you.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. My next one is just gonna be because I want something that's just like another. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna take Scizor or Scizor. Cypher's
Scizor?
Evolution.
Okay.
Heal Bug.
Scissor's a
He's just
good
gonna-
one.
He's just gonna rampage. He's gonna be another land rampager, and I really want that on my team.
Okay.
You know, it might not be good, but these are like some of my favorites mixed with how I'd use them. And yeah, dude, I think I would have to do something that was like I would take an Alakazam on my team.
There you go.
Alakazam's a great one, yeah.
That's a classic. I'm going to the Elite Four with this team in the game. Team for me.
All right, I figured out my last 2. One of them doesn't really make sense for my team composition, but both of them are smaller Pokemon. So I have like a couple of like little small guys that I can hang out with, okay? One, Slowbro. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I already have Psychic, I already have Water, but vibes. Slowbro would bring some vibes. He's a funny guy. Like, you could easily invite Slowbro to the football game party. You know, like he's watching the Super Bowl with you. He's making the day better by being there. Bulbasaur would be my 6th one, and I would just force it to never evolve until I needed to. You
He's
know,
just
like,
too cute.
Give me like a good 10 years with Bulbasaur, and then I'll get him to Ivysaur. Yeah. We'll chill for like another 5, and then we'll spend Venusaur. We'll spend some years with Venusaur after that.
Yeah.
But I just want like a Bulbasaur for a little bit, dude. Like he's got a cute little voice. He can like make a garden for you, I assume.
Dude, you could just give Bulbasaur the Everstone, and he'll never evolve.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I have one last twist to throw on this.
Okay.
Which Pokemon out of the original 151 would you think would be the best quarterback?
Probably like Machoke, huh?
I was thinking
cannon.
I have a few. I was thinking like a Marowak. That's the guy that throws the bone.
Marowak? He's so tiny though. He'd be like Russell Wilson.
But you have to imagine he's kind of agile, can maybe jump high. I was also thinking Mewtwo, but
yeah, Mewtwo's
like probably the obvious choice, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, he wouldn't have to move a muscle. Perfect passes every time.
I don't know, dude. I think Golduck could probably sling some fucking baseballs, if I'm guessing.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't even think about Psyduck and Golduck. That'd be a hilarious companion to have
Actually,
too.
you're right.
Fucking chaotic but funny.
Dude, Golduck has a pitcher's build.
Yeah, dude. Kangaskhan.
Maybe Kangaskhan, yeah.
Dude, Magmar could probably fucking launch some rockets.
Did
bro.
you say
What about
Genghis Khan?
Electabuzz?
Dude, even Dragonite could. But I'm going to say Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Dragonite's got little arms, right? Oh no, he doesn't. I was thinking he's like a T-Rex. He's not a
He-
T-Rex at all.
He could fly though. He can move around in
Does
that pocket.
Charizard have little arms?
Dude, Blastoise puts the fucking ball in his cannon.
Oh my god.
Probably,
I mean,
you,
launches it at
The
300
wide
miles an hour.
receivers,
You
wide
couldn't even
receivers
sack
drop it though because it's
Blastoise,
very
though.
moist. It'd be like catching a ball in the rain.
yeah.
The worst quarterback, Metapod.
For sure. Oh, dude. Or like Doduo and Dodrio, just no hands.
Little ass legs.
They could
Um,
run. I don't think they could throw, though.
what would be your guys' go-to karaoke songs?
Go to
Oh, shit.
karaoke.
All-Star by Smash Mouth.
That's a good one. I get the party bumping.
Yeah, dude, and it's an easy song.
Yeah,
I like Your Love by The Outfield. I think that's a good one.
that's a good one.
Josie's on a vacation. I think that would be a good one to
I mean,
to sing.
I would be remiss not to say Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, too long. I think that's a bad one. Way too long.
That doesn't matter if you get into it.
But you could get everybody into it, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess. That would be a long 6 minutes up there singing Bohemian Rhapsody by yourself. I think you can't go wrong with little Frank Sinatra. Little Frank Sinatra, maybe That's Life. That's Life is a good one.
Mm-hmm. Country songs are usually good.
Mhm.
Country songs are usually.
good.
Probably depends on the crowd.
Mhm.
But if the crowd is like mostly a country fan crowd, that country songs would go fucking crazy. If there's a lot of girls there, pull out some Taylor Swift.
Dude, a Millie if you just want to be fun.
Millie, if you want to be fun. Pink Pony Club would be a banger nowadays.
Would it?
Pink Pony Club's a bang. I love Pink Pony Club. That's a great pop song.
John
It's like an
Green loves it, too.
all-time great pop song. Yeah, it took him a while to learn the lyrics, but once he got there,
Home Sweet Home by Motley Crue.
that's a good one.
Mhm.
Sweet
Makes
Child
me
of
think.
Mine.
Makes me think of Hot Tub Time
Oh,
Machine.
actually-
Though, it's used in a bad way in that movie.
What's that one?
Kazakhstan National Anthem.
Oh, John Denver, that one song. West Virginia.
Take Me Home.
Yeah,
Take Me Home.
Yeah,
Country Roads.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Maybe.
All right.
I don't know if I would do that one, but I would let you do it.
Yeah.
I would sing along as you were up there singing that song.
If I was a better singer, I do love Tennessee Whiskey. It's a hard
Oh,
song.
that's
though.
a great
Yeah.
song. How would you feel about slow songs like that at karaoke though? If someone gets up there and sings like Tennessee
I dig
Whiskey,
it.
is it
I
like
mean,
a
as long
mood
as-
killer or is that good?
No, it's good. I like as
good.
long as
I've never been to karaoke before.
as long as
Oh, no.
the song is good. I mean, everyone's into it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one that you wouldn't think about, dude. Miss New Booty.
No,
Bubba Sparks, dude.
great one.
Yeah, dude. I would do that one too. I think that one's really fun. Get it right. Get it right. Get it tight.
Get it tight.
It's just fun, dude. It's
I don't
fun.
need you, but you need me.
If you were brave
dude.
enough, maybe some Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys, that would be pretty good, yeah. If I was gonna do a rap song, I would do "It Was a Good Day" by Ice Cube. He's got to be careful. Gotta be careful. But gotta be careful. But I saw one time on TikTok, I saw this old white man in like Miami singing that at a karaoke bar, and he was getting into it, and it was fucking electric in there, dude. I was like, oh, I gotta put that one in my back pocket.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Is
good
it careful?
karaoke bars in town, but you gotta make sure you go to the right ones though, because I've been to some where it's like even the controls and everything are in Korean.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so like the one time I went, we did go with this Korean guy one time, and he knew everything, so I was like, oh, thank God.
Was it one that you get up on stage in front of people, or do you have like your own little private room where
No,
it's just you and your friends?
So most of them, they usually have a stage, and then they have private rooms as well. And then
Gotcha.
there's like a bar and restaurant in there too. Yeah, it's fun. It's a good old time.
I feel like I would enjoy that, but I would have to get like a certain level of drunk first.
Oh yeah.
Like
I mean,
like without a doubt, because it would be
You have
nerve
to be
wracking. But if you give me like 4 or 5 beers, I'm ready to roll, brother.
Dude, there is a level of drunkenness and even stonedness where you can get into a zone where just for some reason you remember all the lyrics to every song you've ever really listened to.
Yeah, dude.
I've noticed that, dude. Whenever I drink a little bit, I'm like, I actually know all the lyrics to this song. I was just not confident about it. Let's go.
You get in the fucking zone. You just let your brain take over.
Yeah, dude, karaoke's fun. It's not necessarily my thing. The private room sounds fun. So you can be more
just get a bunch of your friends. Yeah, it's fun.
And not be embarrassed.
I mean, usually everyone sucks, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one person that comes that's good, you're like,
yeah, there's always one.
At the casino that Kai and I used to work at, they did karaoke night like for like 3 weeks, and it was like I was security, so it was very close to the security podium. So I'd be up there the night they did it, and I loved it. They were like horrible, but it was just a fun part of the night. You know, I listened to all the people just sing badly, and the people, I think the guests complained, and they were not allowed to come back after like 2 or 3 weeks. I was like, you fucking jackholes! Like,
I mean,
come on, dude.
Arguably, there are some times where it's like so bad, you're like, oh my god, get off.
It's like, have some fun though, dude. Karaoke's supposed to be fun.
I mean, I remember I went to Resorts World one time, and whatever like bar or nightclub they have right there as you walk in, there was like it was like karaoke night or something, and like as me and my girlfriend were walking in, this guy and this girl were like butchering Home Sweet Home by Motley Crue, and I was like, dude, I don't want to hear that the first thing when I walk into a casino. I'm like, damn. It's like blaring at the entrance, this guy just like butchering this song. Dude. Yeah, it was hilarious.
I don't know, dude. I like to keep it simple, and if I do one song the whole night, it's All Star by Smash Mouth, and it's usually like I don't even gotta look at the words. I could just go along with what he's saying, dude, because I know the song so well. It's actually the best written song you've ever listened to, but nobody ever really breaks it down. So,
would you be like dress up as Shrek to add like a little theatrics to it? It would be funny to have only Shrek songs up. Like you just go up there and you just sing songs from Shrek and dress like Shrek. Not even green. You just have his outfit on, and you just do it like you pretend like you have no idea what they're talking about. They're like, "Why are you dressed like Shrek?" You're like, "Shrek? What is that?
What is Shrek, dude? What are you talking about?
Hey, now you're a rock star." I just thought of a funny bit. New bit just dropped.
It's just a guy dressed like Shrek singing Shrek songs to his friends.
Or like Lord Farquaad. No, that's another bit though. We can't be stealing other bits on TikTok.
That's hilarious though, dude. That guy.
What else you guys?
About Shrek.
What else you guys got here? You guys got anything?
I do have a football stat that I really liked.
All right.
Oh, let's hear it.
It was from the new offensive coordinator of the Las Vegas Raiders, Chip Kelly. Okay, yes. So his years as a head coach play caller was 4 years. I'm guessing Pete Carroll brought him in to call plays and run that offense.
Absolutely.
The way that Chip Kelly wants to. I believe that's what he's done, and that's what we're going to stick with. Chip Kelly's 5 years as a head coach play caller, his offense. His team's ranked first in rushing yards in 2013. Fourth in attempts, seventh in attempts in 2014, 11th in attempts in 2015, and 5th in attempts in 2016.
Means whoever the Raiders running back is will be very interesting for fantasy next year, I think.
Whoever the Raiders running back is. Yes. So that is to be decided yet. This is to be monitored heavily.
I mean,
I don't believe. What's up?
I was gonna say there are rumors that like the Raiders could just take Jonty as well too, so that could be interesting.
I've seen mock drafts with him at 6. Yeah,
and I was gonna say you're right too, because every Chip Kelly offense has usually always been very run heavy. There's always like the running back for a Chip Kelly offense is always going to be a slam dunk usually in fantasy.
So and then going from 2013 to 2016, his offensive rushing yards 1st, 9th, 14th, 4th. Okay. His touchdowns, 2nd, 5th, 10th, 13th. Yards per attempt, it was varied more, 1st, 15th, 21st, 11th. Pretty good rushing stats when his offenses ran the way. So I think that Chip Kelly started with the Raiders, he's going to say, look, we got to bring in a running back, got to get this offense powered through the run game. And I think that in an offense like that, Aiden O'Connell can thrive. And I think that they will invest in Jonty. They will sign a free agent running back. And they will go into next season probably with O'Connell and some competition and see what a good run game can do for their offense. And a guy like O'Connell. Like, you can't expect him to be winning shootouts. You need a run game to support him. I think Chip Kelly's going to do that. Whoever, like Brian said, whoever starts for the Raiders is going to be gold mine in fantasy.
Thing is, they don't even necessarily need to get Genty, right? Because this is a pretty deep running back class, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is there a lot of running backs in this class? So they could even wait on one until like the 4th or 5th round, and that running back could be like a gold mine for fantasy next year potentially.
They could be taking a receiver, they could be taking an offensive lineman, or they should be taking a running back. There's the only 3 viable picks you could make.
I mean,
if a top quarterback's not there at 6. No, I don't think so. I think you need to focus on the offensive line.
I said defense.
He said the defense.
Defense. There's a lot of ways that could go. Like defensive back, I wouldn't mind. You're never excited to get a defensive back in the top 10, but if they work out, it's nice, obviously. Quarterback is obviously number 1, but if there's not a quarterback there, I'm with you. The offensive line could work. Wide receiver would be awesome. Genty's the only one, obviously, that I would even consider 6th overall. And even that kind of makes me nervous just because, I don't know, I guess the stigma about running backs might be over after Saquon had the year he had, but at the same time, it still just makes you a little nervous picking a running back that high. But we'll see.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Ted McMillan.
I would take McMillan.
Yeah. I would be surprised if the Raiders get a running back in free agency that's worth a shit at all. Like, there's going to be some guys out there that can come in and have a role. But
I think they still have Madison for another year. I don't know if they're going to. I know it doesn't. I
he's
know,
the receiving back. You can make him fucking third down receiving back, something like that. But
I like Amir Abdullah too, if he's still there. I don't know what his contract situation is.
The quarterback class is kind of deep too. I mean, the Raiders don't even have to try and get one of these first round quarterbacks.
I've seen Jackson Dart get taken at 6th in mock drafts too, and that wouldn't shock me either because I think there's going to be at least one quarterback that jumps up into the top 10. I think,
or
just
even
because of the way that it
Dylan's guy, Kyle McCord, gunslinger.
Kyle McCord, yeah.
I think he'll be a steal because I think he'll probably get drafted in the 2nd, but I think he'll be a steal in the 2nd round. It's because there is a stigma. There is a stigma, right? Of if you're the team caught drafting the 5th quarterback in the 1st round. Are you banking on the fact that it's going to be Lamar Jackson type draft pick? Or are you banking on the fact that it's going to be some other like forced pick in the 1st round?
Yeah.
That you're picking a guy, not your guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because if he's not your guy, why are you wasting such a high pick on him? Like, you have to be in love with these guys. If you like, Sean Payton was in love with Bo Nix.
Mm-hmm.
They drafted him later. Like, he was not an early quarterback draft pick, right? He was like the 4th quarterback taken.
He was the 6th.
He was the 6th.
I mean, but he was like 13th overall. That was like six of the first 13 were quarterbacks or whatever.
That seems crazy, but Sean Payton got his guy, and he made they made that well known that they love Bo Nix.
Yeah, I mean, that statement right there is pretty accurate to what I think of this quarterback class in general. I think there are a lot of guys in here to where they could be that coach's guy, just because I think it is that deep. I think it's a lot deeper than they're giving it credit for.
Yeah. I just like McCord because the yardage numbers at Syracuse, I'm like, the dude's putting up like 4,000 plus yards in a college football season playing for fucking Syracuse.
Yeah.
He's out there throwing fucking darts, bro, and he's played a lot of football. So
yeah. I was peeking in at a few of his games this year too. Yeah, he can definitely sling it.
Yeah.
You're peeking in? You're looking through the windows or something, dude?
Yeah.
He's like got Ace Ventura through the rhino's butthole, dude.
I'll be a peeping Tom. I'll watch your whole family eat dinner.
Hey, which window is yours? I can't tell. They all got curtains on them. Just a guy watching your house. But yeah, so that's just like a sneak peek for me. I think what I'm going to try to do starting this week, to put together a couple things for the podcast that is like breaking down the teams and their needs and that kind of shit.
Mhm.
Like coaches coming in, different schemes, players leaving, possible players coming in, draft picks. I think it'll be fun to go over, like, a couple divisions at a time and just provide a lot of fun content.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite sports movies?
Oh,
Remember the Titans up there for me for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
My number one. Oh, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No,
you.
so not my number one, but my favorite sports movies. Are we doing 3?
Yeah, let's do 3.
Or just what? Dodgeball.
No, off the board. I like that. Okay, I wasn't even gonna think about dodgeball.
Dude, it's still a sport to me, damn it.
True.
It's real to
ESPN 8,
me.
the Ocho.
Yeah, it's real to me. Midget tossing.
My number one is Moneyball. That's my number one all
That is a
time.
great
I think
one.
Moneyball is a fucking fantastic movie. It's got my favorite actor in it, Brad Pitt. Love Brad Pitt. I would say Remember the Titans is probably 2. And then off the top of my head, I guess I'll just go like Sandlot, maybe Space Jam. I like Space Jam. Kai's a Space Jam 2 guy.
I've never even actually seen it. No,
So
I kind of like Friday Night Lights. I don't know if it gets enough love.
It's okay. I watched it once. I thought it was a little overrated, but it's a fine movie.
It's definitely like very exaggerated. That's for sure. But
Billy Bob Thornton, right?
yeah, it's Texas high school football.
Mm-hmm.
for me, I think number 2 is The Longest Yard.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
The old
Adam
one or the new one?
Sandler's, the
New
Adam
one?
Sandler's. It's just recency bias. It's got Nelly. It's got like Michael Irving. It's got like Deion.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's Deion Sanders or another athlete. It's got Terry Crews,
Chris
fucking Adam
Rock?
Sandler, Burt Reynolds, Chris Rock, Joey Diaz,
yeah, it's
You
got
know,
quite a cast.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kevin Nash,
Goldberg.
Goldberg, dude. Yeah, it's got like
That's a star-studded cast right there.
yeah, dude. Stone Cold Steve Austin is, and Kevin Nash is so funny in that movie.
I
They
know.
give him estrogen, and he starts acting all like soft.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say that to me? So funny. Yeah. So give me that. So that's Dodgeball and The Longest Yard. There's a theme here. Comedies.
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't make those anymore.
They're about to.
You can't.
Maybe. The Tim Robinson
I
movie
hope.
does look pretty good. What's it called? Friendship? Is that what it's called?
Friendship.
Friendship, yeah.
I love
hope
the
it
quote
turns
from
into a
that
soccer
trailer.
movie.
I love the quote from that trailer. It just says, "I love you, man, for sickos." I'm like, oh, I'm so in.
Mm.
Whatever that means.
Tim Robinson is playing like a crazy, like weird stalker friend. Dude, I'm gonna be into that big time. I'm gonna be laughing my fucking ass off in that theater, and I don't think that's gonna be the vibe of the movie of the people going in, dude. I think some people are gonna be disturbed by what we might see, and I might laugh at it and be exposed.
If that's your first glimpse into Tim Robinson, it might be
a little too much.
frightening. Yeah, not in a bad way though. Just like shocking.
Dude, it's
His
just gonna be a
comedy's
series of his skits. I hope it's a series. I hope it's an hour and a half long Tim Robinson skit.
Just
I really do.
just a 90-minute. I think you should leave episode
Thank you.
with a
I hope
narrative.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tables.
You don't know my schedule.
You sit right there.
Every night.
Another sports movie that's where it kind of gets like, because sports movies, are done well sometimes, but sometimes they're not. And I kind of lean towards movies with comedy backgrounds, and I'm gonna double dip on Adam Sandler here. And I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and say Waterboy.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say Happy Gilmore.
Happy
That's
Gilmore's
definitely-
okay.
I can't wait
That
for the second one.
transcends sports movies though. That goes
Okay.
into like the greatest movies pool.
Okay.
I mean, Happy Gilmore's great.
Okay.
I'm stoked.
Kai,
for
did you
this.
have a third one?
I mean, I'm kind of with Dylan though too. I mean, he said a lot of the ones that I do actually like. I mean, there are a lot of good sports movies, but most of the time they happen to just be like very sappy.
Miracle's a good one. I've only seen it one time. I thought
Yeah,
that was
Miracle's
pretty good.
I was gonna say like Radio too. That's a good one. Rudy.
Radio's pretty good. I didn't
Dude,
really like
The Legend of
Invincible
Bagger Vance.
personally.
The Legend of
I've
Bagger
never seen
Vance.
it. I've never seen it.
Rudy.
Rudy's great. I love Rudy. I don't really like Invincible all that much.
Have you
It's
guys
okay.
seen that movie Hustle? Hustle with Adam Sandler and the basketball
No.
player?
That's a great
Oh,
one.
That's
Anthony
a really
Edwards.
good sports movie.
Anthony
Yeah.
Edwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what I think Juan Herman Gomez is the other guy.
Mhm.
Anthony Edwards is the bad guy in the movie,
Well,
right?
he's
I think
just the antagonist guy. He's good at basketball.
I guess we can stay on basketball. What are you guys gonna do if we get an NBA team here? Are you guys gonna be a fan of it?
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah.
Switch over. I think I'm going to too. It'll be tough to like ditch the Cavs, but that's just so odd, especially if it's an. I wouldn't fully ditch them until after this era is over. I'll go down with my boys, but like once like the next era when they start rebuilding, because NBA is in a constant rebuilding era. Like literally, the Cavs could be rebuilt in 2 years. You never know. Like they're doing great right now. You never know that the NBA is the fastest moving sport when it comes to that stuff. In my opinion, because superstars just ask out immediately. But I definitely think that a Vegas expansion NBA team would just be so fucking sick. That would be so cool.
Give the Supersonics back to Seattle and let us expand a team. Because that's how you solve that.
And the balance of the league wouldn't be an issue too, because then you just move Memphis and New Orleans over to the East, because they're more East than West anyway.
So it actually helps.
It works out that way.
2 West Coasts and move the. Dude, why are they in the West? Why is Memphis in the West anyway? That's so
even out the teams. Minnesota's in the West too.
Mississippi.
I know, but there's not enough Western teams, so that's why. But yeah, I think it'd be better
on the Mississippi River. But
I would definitely be a fan.
You can't have 18 Eastern Conference teams and 12 Western Conference teams. You got to even it out a little bit. I definitely think Seattle deserves it more than us. So like if the Supersonics, I think they would do it in pairs anyway. So I think we'd get one at the same time as the Sonics. But if they did Seattle first and let Vegas wait, I wouldn't mind that. The Seattle deserves to have the Supersonics back. I miss the Supersonics.
What would the team name be? Like, what's a good basketball centric Vegas team name? Because the Golden Knights is different. That came out of nowhere. I like that.
I'm trying to remember.
I think it depends on who buys the team too, because there's a few rumors out there for like people who are put bids in for it or who are planning on putting bids in it once the NBA opens that up. And I think there's just like a third random person, but the two I know of for sure is like LeBron is always constantly hinting at that he wants to own the Las Vegas team. So he is in like the Fenway Sports Group. They own like a bunch of other teams too. I think they're like the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Red Sox, maybe like Liverpool potentially in the Premier League, I think. So I assume that would be something, and maybe he would just be like the controlling owner. I don't know, but I'm rooting for the Golden Knights owner. I know he's expressed interest in buying the NBA team. He knows how to run a team. I've witnessed it firsthand, and he wants to win at like all costs, no matter what. So I think that they would be in very good hands if he bought the team and created it. And if he creates one, it might be like night themed. That's all, because like they own a couple of different teams in the Valley, and they're all night themed. There's like an indoor football team here that's called like the Nighthawks, and it's spelled like KNIGHT. So maybe I don't know if I would necessarily want that, but there is a chance that they would go off like the Golden Knights theme a little bit.
I was trying to think of another way you could differentiate that name by keeping it in the theme, but Lancers, yeah, that's a good one. I was thinking like Crusaders, maybe.
Crusaders. I don't know if I like that or not. It's like that sounds like Commanders almost.
We'll see. I think it would be cool. I think it would be cool. I mean, even if it's just
the Las Vegas Flamingos.
Oh god.
Pink.
Tarmacs. The traffic cones.
What else you guys got? You got anything?
I got a little hunger pain in my stomach.
Hunger pain.
We all need to go to a Golden Knights game.
Yeah, for sure. I haven't been to one yet.
You ever been to a single one?
Mm-mm.
And you showed up late to fucking Stanley Cup Finals Game 5 because you're making chili?
Dude, hey, I'm a foodie, dude.
I
The
think that'd be
definition
fun.
of I'm a foodie.
Chili's important, dude.
I'll agree.
What were you gonna say, Kai?
No, I was gonna say we could talk about food. We all love food.
I have here on my list. What's like your Mount Rushmore of fast food hamburgers?
Mm.
What are
So how many is 5 on Mount Rushmore, right?
Four.
Four? I don't know my
That's
mountains.
embarrassing. I don't know my
give a shit.
mountains.
You know,
I
guess
know I've seen faces.
just
They're gonna
for-
put Trump's up there. So
I already have
five.
one. For my first one, I have to mention it just because for the
Okay.
simplicity and the taste and the cost, got to go with In-N-Out double.
Okay, yeah, I think a double would be on mine too. We're all West Coast boys here, so
So I'm gonna go with the double Western bacon cheeseburger
Great one.
from Carl's Jr.
Carl's
That's a
Jr.
good one too.
Just
Yeah.
to start it off up here, when that's hot and fresh, when that burger's hot and fresh, and they do it right, and they put the right amount of barbecue sauce on it, it's something different, and it's fantastic.
Good one. In-N-Out would definitely be on mine. A double from In-N-Out. I do grilled onions. I don't do animal style, but I do grilled
Ooh,
onions.
There you go.
If we're gonna do Carl's Jr., I like the jalapeno $6 burger. I haven't been there in years. I don't know if it's still there. I assume it's still there.
Because that's on my list too.
The jalapeno $6 burger from Carl's Jr. is amazing. I would definitely go Five Guys on there. I don't know even know what I put. I just put just the normal hamburger stuff on there: lettuce, onion, tomato, cheese.
Yeah, Five Guys is on there.
Five Guys is definitely on there.
Do you guys like Smash Burger? Smash Burger is pretty good.
Smash Burger's pretty good. Yeah, it wouldn't be on my Mount Rushmore, but I do like it.
I will put a Five Guys up there. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have Carl's Jr. and Five Guys because my Five Guys hamburger, they always do it right. It's always really good.
Shake Shack, I think, is a pretty good one.
I like Shake Shack, but their burgers are way too small. And they're way too pricey.
They do kind of have small burgers. Yeah, they're especially pricey because the one I always go to is the one next to the arena, the Golden Knights Arena. That one's even more expensive, but you can also get beer on tap there, which is awesome.
Yeah, they are delicious.
I like the I think it's like the Smoke Shack. I think maybe it's got like red chilies on it and like bacon. I think that's their best burger. It's so good.
I mean, so it's not fast food, but I always consider like any burgers you get from a bar or tavern to usually always be like 9 out of 10s.
It also helps that you're probably drunk while eating it, but they are very good. Bar burgers are very good. Yeah, I think there's one more that I was thinking of, and now I can't think of.
There's a place that's here in Vegas. It's called Caliban. And they have really good ones, but that's only one branch and it's not very fast. So I'm going to go ahead and put on there the double quarter pounder.
Okay.
With cheese, extra onions. Just make it as sloppy as you can. Make it a sloppy fucking burger, dude. Yeah. Make it wet. Make it juicy. I don't give a fuck.
Wet McDonald's burger?
No, just make the juice soak into the bread so I bite it and it's just like so juicy, Yeah.
I've had it. Did that happen with McDonald's burgers?
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever had a juicy McDonald's burger. They do taste good.
Good, bro. It's good.
But I got another honorable mention. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it, but it's called Fuku Burger.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I've had a bite of one, but I haven't had a whole.
Yeah, it's like
a whole thing.
Kind of like Japanese themed burgers.
Mm-hmm.
You get Sapporo on tap there too.
I'm failing to remember the one I forgot, so I guess we can just move on. What about French fries?
Oh, dude, for me, it's easy when it's done right. McDonald's fries.
McDonald's, absolutely.
Yeah.
McDonald's knocks everywhere else out of the water. Carl's Jr. has really good fries, too. I enjoy their fries.
Rallies or
Wendy's.
Checkers.
Okay, Checkers is good.
Wendy's, when they do their fries right, they're really good.
I don't know what
Wendy's
it is.
Do have good ones.
I don't know what it is, but those curly fries from Jack in the Box, for some reason, they're just really good, too.
I'll say Arby's, too.
Good. Arby's is really good.
Fries, yeah. So that's for me.
Nacho fries.
Raising Cane's aren't bad. I just had nacho fries last night. They're good.
Yeah.
In-N-Outs aren't bad, but they're also not great.
Animal fries. Always have to do animal fries.
I don't do animal fries unless I'm feeling a little zesty and I'm feeling like a little extra. I just do ketchup as well.
It makes you sick.
I feel like this is like a big thing on the internet where like East Coasters, they come to the West Coast, they try In-N-Out, they get their hopes up, and then they're like super disappointed. I don't know what that is. I think we just talk it up so much that they're expecting like a gourmet burger, and when we're really getting it's just a very affordable, like delicious hamburger. It's also In-N-Out's awesome because it's still cheap. It's still cheap.
Yeah.
Like you can go get a burger for like $6, and and it'll fill you up too. You don't need the fries if you don't want the fries. So like you don't like the fries, who gives a shit? Just get a fucking double animal style, and you're fucking good to go for the night.
Get a triple, and it's only like $1 something more.
I think, and this is why I stopped talking shit about Whataburger, because Whataburger's not bad, but I don't. It's not like In-N-Out quality to me personally. But I just don't think that if you're not from the West Coast, you shouldn't talk shit about In-N-Out. It's just part of our culture, dude. In-N-Out's like, like who do you know a single person that lives out here that doesn't like In-N-Out? That they're very rare to find.
Everybody likes something from In-N-Out.
If you do find them, they're just those like contrarians where it's like popular to go against the public opinion.
Yeah, I can't think of like a single person I know personally.
Those are the people that
doesn't
go
like
and
In-N-Out.
the people that are contrarians and don't like In-N-Out, they actually just don't go to In-N-Out with other people, and they sneak around and go to In-N-Outs throughout the city.
So it's like
secretly.
So it's like Squidward in that SpongeBob episode where he like secretly loves Krabby Patties.
Yeah, exactly. And he
you
just
like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
Oh man.
All right, well we're at an hour now. Should we call it? Or you guys want to talk?
Yeah,
you got any good topics?
I mean, I enjoyed this though. I mean, it's a nice little get to know us, And
I have other things still written down too. So if we want to do another one on a day that we don't have anything planned, we can go ahead. I'll just save this list here.
And we could dive into a little bit of history fun facts too. Some cool shit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, as always, you can find us at Raging Takes everywhere, every social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube. Email us, ragingtakes@gmail.com. I'm at Montana Sauce on Twitter. Kai's at RTP Kai. Dylan's at Such a Wise Fool. Also, look out. Me and Kai are going to try to get into streaming soon. Streaming video games, maybe streaming even Raging Takes too. Get on there. So
yeah, I was going to say like
we don't have a channel yet, but if we make one, we'll let you guys know. You go follow it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could be a cool idea, if like we made like a group Twitch channel, you could like watch us play our games together or whatever, or like even just come in and just chat with us, send us live fantasy takes and such like that.
It's a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
And we start streaming the video games on our respective solo channels too. We'll let you know, but be on the lookout for that. We're gonna try to get down, try to motivate ourselves, Kai.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll motivate me. You motivate me. All right. See you guys later.
Both motivate me.
Mm-hmm.
We all motivate each other. There we go.
Hey.
Peace out.